All right, y'all. So hopefully you guys are seeing this on Christmas Eve, or that's when the video came out. So Merry Christmas Eve Eve? No, Merry Christmas Eve. Yeah. So I am at Jeremy's Double Y. You guys don't know. My husband and I, just a real quick recap. We're separated, but we're back together. We just don't live in the same home anymore. This was our home together. So I live in a single wide, about 30 minutes down the road on the river. And this week, which is the week of Christmas, I spent it here at the Double Y. We have 5 children between us, and they're all going to be here tonight. We're doing a real, I want to say small Christmas. It's small for us because it's just us and our kids. So I am going to, in this video, you're going to see me all over the place. In this video, you're going to see me clean. I'm also going to be doing a lot of baking, but I'm not showing that in this video. I will show some, I'm going to film it, but I'm going to throw it into other videos, and I will give you guys a quick recap of what I cooked. It's all pretty much basic stuff. Last night I made churros and Andy's mint fudge, and then today I'm making the peanut butter cookies with the Hershey Kiss, but instead of the Hershey Kiss I'm using the Rolos, and then I'm making cinnamon rolls, but I'm gonna just get them prepped and ready to go, so they're gonna cook in the morning. I'm gonna get my bread going and then have it rise in the oven. And then I feel like there's one other thing I was supposed to make, but I can't remember what it is. So yeah, I'm doing all the baking and the sides for Christmas dinner, which is what I like to do. And Jeremy is doing a big seafood boil. I guess you call them seafood boil. We do shrimp, sausage, and this year he's doing scallops, which I am super excited about. I love scallops. So yeah, we thought we'd do that. I don't like making the main meal. And the last couple years, my kids don't really end up eating half of it anyway, and then I get frustrated and I ended up throwing it all away. So that's why this year we were kind of trying, the last year we've been really trying to work on meshing rolls anyway. That's part of the thing that this year was different. Especially where I don't stay here, I would have at this point, had the house cleaned from top to bottom, done it, been worrying the whole time about it while trying to work and do all that other stuff. And Jeremy has taken over a lot of the roles that I normally did. We switched up the Christmas wrapping. I normally do all the wrapping. He did most of the wrapping this year. I did some of it. We did all the shopping together. We did all that stuff together. The kids took over decorating the tree. I normally do all the decorations. They set everything up, and they had a blast doing it, which I think is great. That's the whole point of it. You're supposed to enjoy it, not stress over it. And I think that's one of the things as a homemaker that I used to struggle as. I would do all this stuff and feel all this pressure, not by anyone other than myself, to do all this crap, and I didn't enjoy it. And then I got frustrated when nobody else seemed to enjoy it the way I had expected it in my mind, and that's not their fault either. And this year's been really nice. While aesthetically in my mind 5 years ago, it doesn't look like what I wanted, the memories are there and the joy is there. And I think that's what's been missing before is the joy. We did a lot of stuff this year at the spur of the moment. We didn't do it a lot of the ways that we normally do, and it was great. So it only took 20 years of being a homemaker to figure that out. Usually the ideas that I have in my mind, I don't know if it's true for other people, I'm sure it is, are not realistic. So yeah, it's been really nice to switch things up. Jeremy likes to cook like that too, so it works. He gets to do something he enjoys. I get to do something I enjoy. Today I'm tickled about the way it went, which may not sound ideal to y'all. So it is Christmas Eve, and I'm gonna spend the day by myself cleaning and baking, which is great. So I'm gonna turn my chill hop on. I'm gonna have it going real loud. I got my dog here, and I'm gonna clean and bake, and it's gonna be great. And I'm off, and we're closed tomorrow, so I'm not working that either, which I like. I always need a day to kind of to myself before I got a big event. And it's not even that it's really that big of an event. It's just a family dinner, but there's still a lot to do. And I have learned, if there's anything out there for you young moms, young wives, young homemakers, young whatever, that took me a lot of times, prep work is key. Because when Christmas Day comes along, it took me, a homemaker for 21 years. And I would always try and rush the day of to get everything going. And I would not enjoy the day at all. at all. And there's still always going to be some cooking and stuff to do. But I tell you what, I have learned, especially the last maybe 2 or 3 years, that on Christmas Day, I want as little to do as possible. So that's why I'm doing all my baking and everything tonight. Gonna get all of it done. I'm gonna have to peel some potatoes and boil some noodles tomorrow, but that's really about the extent of it. And then just throw everything else together. But I'm gonna try my hardest to get all of it together tonight. And I find that, I get to, I don't have to rush as much today. I have this whole day to take off and, just kind of enjoy all those parts of the season. So, I don't know. To me, that's how I enjoy it. If you enjoy like ordering the dinners and stuff from Bob Evans, from Kroger, from Walmart, they put all this together and just doing it. I think that's great too, because to be honest, that stuff starts to seem a lot more appealing to me the older I get. So, yeah. All right, so we're gonna get to it. That was a really long intro, but I don't know, I kind of like that. So I hope you guys are having a fabulous, fabulous Christmas Eve. And all right, like I said, we're gonna get to the cleaning. I'll show you guys everything that I cooked. And I don't know, I might throw something else in here, but I seriously doubt it. All right, you guys, anyway, let's get to it. So halfway through, you guys are gonna notice that I changed my clothes, and that is because I was getting the stockings together and I had mommy guilt. So I had to run down to the Dollar General to get more stuff to fill them up. I knew there was enough stuff in there, but I don't know, it just gets me. And it was gonna bother me until it was gonna be too late. So I ran down there. And you guys, I felt so sorry for the lady running the Dollar General, the manager. She was having people leave like it was their shift was over, but she was telling me, she's like, I had one lady not show up at all. And she's like, and then another call in. She's like, so it's just one person running the register. I was like, oh my goodness. I've worked Christmas Eve several times. I've worked Christmas Eve at a restaurant. I've worked at retail. I've worked at just like a regular, and it's never fun, no matter what. So I was very blessed this year, and I was off on Christmas Eve. So my boss, she is awesome. Actually, I have two. I have like a main manager, and then I have a supervisor, and I am very, very blessed with some awesome people. So, and just awesome coworkers. But yeah, I was off. I didn't request it or anything, but she gave it to me off. And now I work New Year's Day and New Year's Eve, which is fine because honestly, I am not about to stay up. Whew. That's never been my cup of tea. I don't know why. Even when I was younger, New Year's Eve wasn't like my thing. I don't have anything against it. Just don't really care about it one way or the other. This table, if you guys are new, is about 10 years old, and we got it at Big Lots on sale for $200, and it has seen better days, but it's still sturdy. It definitely needs refinished. I think since I started this channel 3 years ago, I've been saying I was going to refinish it. I've never gotten to it. These chairs seen better days as well. These captain's chairs came from my first marriage, so they are actually I've had them for 20 years. Well, maybe not that long, but pretty close. And then the other chairs came from Jeremy's original dining room set, and we just painted them black. So I don't know if we're going to ever refinish it. I'd like to, but we'll see. So all these things that are here that I'm pulling out from underneath, that was more of the stuff I was telling you guys about. It was on Jeremy's on the back. Well, we had both put it up on the porch, had all the license plates and stuff and signs. And he and I were talking about it last night, and he decided he doesn't want to put them back up, which I think is a great idea. They looked cute out there, but they always needed to be adjusted, and the wind would blow them down now and then. And he and I really like the minimalist look that he's got going on out there. He's got like one of those blow up hot tubs and some porch furniture, and that's about it. And even though the porch is really big, it's nice to just have that empty space out there. So he decided for now he's just going to leave it be. But yeah, I got the mop out, and I don't normally sweep and mop in places, but that's just where I was feeling it today, so that's what I did. And it was good because, like I said, halfway through, I ended up going down to the store. So yeah. I meant mop and sweep in pieces, in sections. I don't normally do that. I phrased that wrong. Of course I mop and sweep in places. I don't have a vacuum cleaner here though, so it was a little aggravating to do. It still wasn't aggravating. It really wasn't that big of a deal, but I did miss having the vacuum cleaner. His little Roomba does pretty well though. It's the same one as mine. It's just black. And as you guys, I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning. I think I did. old habits come back super quick. I've always cluttered this up really bad. And when I came over Thursday, that was first thing I did was pile all my junk up there. Which granted, it was for cooking and stuff, and I can come up with some really good excuses, but I really should have just put it up in the pantry. Okay, this is just a side note. Jeremy bought Dawn lemon, and oh my goodness, it smells fantastic. I had to go buy him some because he ran out for his little spray bottles. So when I went down to Dollar General, I picked some up, and it is amazing. It doesn't smell like lemon stuff. Like, I don't like lemon pledge or lemon Lysol, but the lemon Dawn, I will definitely be getting some for my house when I run out. So yeah, you guys can see my change of clothes there. That was a little, yeah, these were the only clothes I had here too. So yeah, those, I don't know if I told you guys, but those Grinch pajama pants that I was wearing, well, I'm actually wearing them right now, not that you can see. We had a pajama day at work, and I work in a grocery store, and my supervisor guilted me into wearing pajama pants on our pajama day because I was going to try to get away with not doing it. And he's like, I want everybody in our department to wear these matching pajama pants. So that's how I ended up with them. And I'm actually kind of glad because they're super, super comfortable. But one of my coworkers, I asked him, I was like, are you going to actually wear the pajama pants? He's like, yeah. And we got to talking, and he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm going to have to figure something out because I got an insulin pump. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, man, I'm going to have to wear these now because if this kid's going to wear them with an insulin pump, and I just don't want to wear them because I'm going to be hot. I was like, I really don't have an excuse. But we were joking. I was like, you really should have gone with that first. I was like, because then I would have just committed to wearing them. But anyway, so yeah, I wore those to work one day, and they were actually pretty comfortable. The living room didn't need too much. It just needed some touching up. Like I said before, we all have areas that we're good in, and we all have areas that we struggle in. And it usually tends to be the same with men and women, I find, for the most part. I don't know. I've met some men that definitely are cleaner than me, and vice versa, you know. But Jeremy does well with bigger stuff, but like as far as coming in and dropping stuff around, we're both pretty terrible at that. And then with Joe on top of it, the older kids do fairly well to take their stuff to their room. We've always been pretty tough on that from the beginning. It's a little bit lax with like shoes and that type of stuff. But anyway, Joe had a whole bunch of stuff at school that week. Like he went as Frosty the Snowman one week, and then one day, and then the next he wore like big fluffy pajamas, and he had deposited all of that onto that chair when he walked in the front door. So yeah, that chair will probably be moved back into the corner and the living room switched around after the tree's gone, because we don't normally keep anything by the front door. Jeremy doesn't normally, so I did not pick up the rug to mop under it. That's something you probably should normally do. I just didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like moving those Christmas presents. Those aren't all our presents, by the way. We bring ours out Christmas Eve or early in the morning. Those were Jeremy's, and they were way too big to maneuver around. It's quite comical seeing me and Michael bring it into the house, which I'll have to tell you guys that story after Christmas, just because, it was hysterical. I'm going to be surprised if the stuff in it is not broken. Okay. Oh, don't forget your water. That was just a reminder, and I forgot that I was going to speed it up. I'm really trying to make sure that I drink water. I have a half-gallon jug that I try to drink every day. And I tell you what, I used to pick on my grandmother and my mother because that was always their solution to everything was, did you drink your water? Did you take your vitamins? A lot. And now as I'm older, I find that usually when I feel like crap, it's because I haven't drank enough water and I haven't taken my vitamins. So yeah, this is just your daily reminder. Drink some water. So like Jeremy has piles of like laundry and stuff. He does really well to get his laundry like washed and folded. He does not do well at putting it away. I've never done well at putting it away. So I went ahead and just, put all this stuff up here. And then I swept up the corners. Now the sweeping and that type of stuff, Jeremy does he usually doesn't get to it. So I'll try to do it for him when I can here and there. That's why he bought the Roomba. It's been wonderful for him. Now the older kids, they do sweep and mop. So it's not that it doesn't get done. That's usually their chore. I'm just saying there are certain areas that he just, I don't know. I mean, I know he knows to do it, so I don't want to say that he doesn't. It's one of those things that I guess maybe some people just don't see that it needs done, Because I know it's like kind of like with kids too. You can be like, hey, this room's a mess. Or like, well, it looks clean to them. But it's like with mommy eyes, or I'm trying not to label it like a female thing or like a mother thing. I mean, because that is kind of the stereotype, but I don't know. That's just in this situation. So, but I'm terrible to do my nest and stuff. Like this morning when I went to go clean up my
try this again. I just recorded this a second ago and realized it was on pause. So like my 7-8 minute food haul turned into 7 seconds. So we're gonna try again. This is Appalachian Mama's food haul. Obviously I am not Appalachian Mama. Kroger haul, about $185 total, which is absolutely insane for this tiny amount of food that's on the counter. We normally don't have soda in the house, but Kroger has a deal right now. You buy 2 12-packs, you get 3 free. So with the holidays going on and all the kids are coming up for Christmas Eve, spending the night and doing Christmas Day, and Christmas Day we're going to have a shrimp boil. So we got some soda, we got some cheese. Buy one, get one free at Kroger right now. We need these for Oreo balls, crushed red pepper because I try to make everything hot. Monster Energy because I'm old and I need energy. Parmesan cheese, that is going to specifically go on the Brussels sprouts I'm going to make this evening. We're all on kind of a Brussels sprout kick right now, and I really prefer the fresh ones. Hot dogs, I always buy Ballpark, all beef. They're just my favorites. Potatoes for the shrimp boil on Christmas Day. Corn on the cob, lemon or lime lemon for the shrimp boil. Kroger's had this stuff on sale. It was like $1.60 a thing, and we always burn through peanut butter. Doritos, if you bought 4 bags, you got them for $1.99 a piece. Otherwise, they're like $5.69 a bag. I'm not trying to be that old guy, but $1.99 used to be regular price, and now they're 5 something a bag, and the bags are tiny. But I will say, sizzling cheeseburger Doritos. I broke into these already, and they legitimately taste like a cheeseburger. You can taste the char, you can taste the mustard. It is amazing. Anyways, 3 pounds of bacon because Kroger had them on sale for $3.99 a pound, and again, unfortunately, that's cheap. A pound of jumbo sea scallops, 2 pounds of raw shrimp, 3 things of smoked sausage, 2 bags of corn, lemons, limes, already told you all that. Anyways, that's it for $185. But that'll be Christmas dinner, that'll be breakfast, that'll be dinner tonight. Yeah. So, anyways, y'all have a good day.
I usually do the bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I am just blessed. It's been a rough year, but I'm very thankful that Jeremy and we decided that we were going to work things out. So he filmed all this for me because he knew I really wanted to put a video out, and neither one of us were really sure if I was going to have enough time. As you guys know, I did this at the very last minute, and he does little thoughtful things like that all the time, and I really appreciate it. But he would have done the laundry anyway, but he popped that camera up and did the food haul and everything for me. Switching up grocery shopping this year, he ended up, like I said, he took care of the main deal, and I'm going to do all the sides, but he did a lot of the shopping too. I swear I think we've gone to the grocery store like 6 or 7 times. So there's going to be one more shot after he finishes folding these clothes, and that's going to be a final walkthrough of the house. So hopefully I should be back Saturday with some footage. I'm getting ready to work another 7-day stretch after Christmas, so we'll just see how all that goes. But yeah, there's just a few more things on this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed all this. Okay, so it is several hours later. The house is all nice and tidy. I ended up mopping all of this. Actually mopped the whole house, so yeah. And then my dog came running through. And had mud all over his paw prints. So I was just gonna show you guys some of the goodies that I made. I have some leftover white chocolate. You guys are gonna laugh at me. I swear I didn't do this on purpose. I had some white chocolate left over from the Oreo balls and I didn't want to waste it, so I tried my hand at some peppermint bark, but the only molds I had were Halloween. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see how that goes. It smells good. I think I put a little bit too much peppermint extract. My Rolo cookies turned out really well. There's my Andes mint fudge. It turned out pretty well. And then the coconut, they're not coconut, and then the Oreo balls. And then I cheated and bought a coconut pie because I've never made one before. So I didn't do too much tidying because I still have some cooking to do. Oh, y'all ignore my finger. I have some cooking to do in the morning. So I'm gonna be using that cutting board again, and the dishwasher's running. So I had some other dishes. I did get the floor mopped though, but let's see what is in the refrigerator that I cooked. So we've got some cinnamon rolls, and then, I don't know if you guys can really see them or not. So cinnamon rolls, and then that is the frosting. And then I have 2 things of bread that are rising, so they'll be ready to cook in the morning. Almost didn't do the bread. But yeah, so that's the whole house. Let's see. So I bought that on accident once. I thought I was buying aluminum foil and bought saran wrap, and it is crappy. Of course, you know, we got Santa's cookie plate for tonight when Joe comes home. And then the elf is back in the house, and then cleaned the room in here and mopped and got the bathroom too. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a fantastic Christmas. I am finally starting to feel better. I was under the weather last week. But anyway, I hope wherever you guys are at, you are having a blessed one. And I will see you guys hopefully on Saturday. All right, y'all have a Merry Christmas.